we doing? Oh my god, it's a great afternoon. You see, back outside again on my way home from school this time. Yesterday Arsenal got a 2-1 win over Nott'm Forest. Can't be more happy with that result. I mean, listen, we controlled the game. The game was done by 2-0. Our scores right at the end. That's where I got actually a bit nerve-wracking. It was a very shaky game towards the end, and we let ourselves survive and edge again. So yeah, that is some sort of good news anyway to wrap into it. But yeah, listen, it was a big win yesterday, and at the end of the day, full focus is now on Liverpool. That's on next game. Yeah, it's Sunday 4:30. So listen, that's gonna be that's the one. That's the one in my eyes. Liverpool's the one in my eyes. I think that one is going to be a fucking really big game for us on Sunday. But I think now we have won that game. The confidence levels are high again, and I think that is good because before the winter break we were atrocious. 1 win in 7, and that was the game that I went against Brighton. So just goes to show that we were on the best of form, come back and scored 7 in 2 games, which is brilliant, and only conceded 1 in 2 games, so that is a good record for us, and that helps us in our confidence levels as well, and that was a very comfortable win, I'll be honest with you. First half was a bit meh. Big, but yeah, listen, first half was a bit meh. Second half we came out on top and we done it. It was all ours to play for in the second half, and we did it. We took the chance. Gabriel Jesus opens the scoring, and then Saka gets the second, and then I'm thinking to myself, yes, we've gone to the City ground, gotten ourselves a clean sheet. Then all of a sudden Zinchenko makes a bit of a fuck up. Saliba doesn't get there in time, and Awani makes it 2-1, and that's when I'm sitting a bit. But yeah, we let Awani score. It wasn't the greatest of things to be doing it for us. I want to say myself at least, and yeah, listen, he's got a brilliant record against Arsenal, that Taiwo Awani. So could he be a possible shout for the summer? It's transfer deadline day tonight, so we ain't gonna sign him on. I think it's a deadline day today, tomorrow, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but yeah, listen, it is 2-1 win, take it, and we move on to Sunday. Getting into the player ratings, David Raya, I thought he done alright yesterday, if I'm honest with you. Can't really complain about him. His saves were good, he was a bit... Can't really blame him for the first goal, but apart from that, can't really blame him for the goal, but apart from that, it was fair enough to say the least. I'll give him an 8 for that performance. I think he's starting to wake up now and after the field, and I think we can see it, what he's made of. Zinchenko at left back had a good start to the game, ended the game pretty poorly. It's a typical Zinchenko performance. There has to be some sort of fuck up in there, but I'm not going to go into it because we won the game. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, yeah, he started off well, started off with the front foot, so it was a good thing for him. I'll give him a 7. William Saliba, again, I thought played very well. Actually, one of our better defenders. I think we can see now where he's coming into the scene, and thinking about this. Only a couple of seasons ago he was on loan at Saint Etienne, and that's Saint Etienne and Marseille had him on loan, so that's very weird for us to be saying it. But yeah, at the end of the day, Saliba gets an 8. Gabriel, well, wasn't a good performance at the Palace game, but I'll let it slide. It was he was carried a knock, so yeah, listen, can't really blame him. Still played relatively well. Give him a 7. Ben White over at right back. Listen, I don't know what's happened to Ben White this season, but my word. Oh my god, please just last season come back. I want to see the Ben White from last season, not this season. I need last season's one back. So yeah. Ben White will get 6. Into the midfield. Declan Rice. Well, that was probably his worst performance in an Arsenal shirt last night. Sorry to say it, but it probably was. Gave the ball away a lot, was sloppy. Okay, and he was carrying them up, so I wasn't really getting into it too much. He's been superb for most of the season, so yeah, I've got to let him off with that one. But I'll give him a 6 as well. And Emma Smith-Rowe started actually. Played alright, you know. Actually played alright. I'm not gonna rip into Smith-Rowe as his first start since October, so well done to the boy. And yeah, it's a big achievement for him. First start since October. Coming into a team against a good Nottingham Forest team as well, and performing headlines in a midfield, getting starts over Kai Havertz, getting starts over Jorginho, and that is a big statement for him to make. So just for that, I'm gonna give him an 8. I think he played well, controlled the ball well, and yeah. And then there's Martin Odegaard. Again, it wasn't the best Martin Odegaard that we've seen. I've seen better from him this season. I've seen a lot better from him, but yeah, listen, I'm not gonna rip into him because I know he's had a lot of shit performances this season, but I mean, listen, it takes time for a player to get used to a season. To say bad stuff about Odegaard is like saying to sell Saka and sell Martinelli. So yes, it's ridiculous if you think Arsenal. It's ridiculous if you think Odegaard's not good enough anymore. But yeah, listen, of course he's good enough, and still, of course, we need to wait and see with that one. Odegaard will get a 7. Into the attack on the right. Saka scored a goal, secured the win for us. I'm not going to complain about that one. I think it was a relatively good goal, comfortable goal as well. Yeah, what can I really say about it? Saka was really good. I'll give Saka a 9. An 8. Yeah, a 9. Over on the right, over on the left, sorry, Gabriel Martinelli. It wasn't the Martinelli I saw that came off the bench against Palace and done it. No, it's the Martinelli that he's been seen all season. Sloppy, poor, wasn't the greatest. So yeah, if it was that, you know what I mean, then you can see it. And yeah, so I've just hopped on the bus, but yeah, as I was saying, Martinelli, he wasn't great yesterday, and I'll give him a 7 for his performance. And up front as the main striker, my man of the match, Gabriel Jesus. I think he is everyone's man of the match. I think it's fair enough one. I think it's a fair statement to make. He was class yesterday, and I think we've seen it as well. And yeah, getting him in again was him getting the goal. My mum was screaming, beaming at him for a chance he missed, calling him, "Jesus, you imbecile!" But yeah, came up to deliver it, and yeah, Gabriel Jesus delivers again. And that's the kind of thing I want to see this season. I want to point it out there as well. Sorry if you can't really hear me because I'm on the line of the bus, but yeah, that's another thing I want to point out. Jesus scored from the left side of the wing. Trossard went out front for about half an hour when he came on. This was exceptional, but Jesus was on the wing and scored. Just bear that in mind. Jesus isn't a striker, he's a winger, so yeah. Into the subs. Trossard came on. Didn't really have much to do. Didn't really do much apart from that one shot that he had when he ran through the Forest defence. I think it was past on over Padilla and Murillo, and he just hit it wide. Apart from that, didn't do anything. I give him a 5. Eddie Nketiah, the same thing, gets a 5. Jorginho, I thought didn't really do anything when he came on. Neither did Havertz. No subs surprised me yesterday. No subs made me happy yesterday. And yeah, we move on to Liverpool. So listen, if you're new around here, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you on Saturday for the preview. I'm out of here.